Buddhism is a path of practice and spiritual development. It leads to insight into the true nature of reality. Buddhist practices like meditation are meant to cultivate wisdom and compassion. Buddhism originated in India with Siddhartha Gautama. He became known as the Buddha. Buddhism emphasizes personal and spiritual development. It teaches that understanding and transforming oneself can lead to liberation from suffering. Buddhists believe this liberation comes from following the path the Buddha laid out. This path includes understanding the Four Noble Truths and practicing the Eightfold Path. Buddhism has spread throughout the world. It has many different schools and traditions. However, all Buddhist traditions share the same core teachings. These teachings focus on understanding suffering, the nature of reality, and the path to liberation. Today, Buddhism continues to offer guidance and support to millions. Its teachings provide practical ways to deal with life's challenges. These teachings are just as relevant in the modern world as they were centuries ago. Siddhartha Gautama was born into a royal family in ancient India. He lived a life of privilege and luxury, shielded from the harsh realities of the world. However, one day he ventured outside the palace walls and encountered the four sights. He saw an old man, a sick man, a corpse, and a holy man. These encounters deeply disturbed him. They forced him to confront the universality of suffering and the impermanence of life. This experience sparked a profound spiritual crisis within Siddhartha. He realized that true happiness couldn't be found in worldly pleasures. He resolved to find a way to end suffering. Siddhartha renounced his royal life and embarked on a spiritual quest. He studied various philosophies and meditation techniques. After 6 years of arduous practice, he achieved enlightenment while meditating under a Bodhi tree. From that moment on, he became known as the Buddha, the Awakened One. The Buddha dedicated the rest of his life to sharing his insights and teachings. He traveled extensively throughout India, teaching people from all walks of life the path to liberation from suffering. The foundation of Buddhist teachings lies in the Four Noble Truths. These truths offer a framework for understanding the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. The first noble truth, life is dukkha, suffering. This truth acknowledges that suffering is an inherent part of life. It encompasses physical and emotional pain as well as the dissatisfaction that arises from our attachment to impermanent things. The second noble truth, suffering arises from attachment and craving, samudaya. Our desire for things to be different than they are, our clinging to pleasurable experiences, and our aversion to unpleasant ones are the root causes of suffering. The third noble truth, suffering can be overcome, nirodha. This truth offers hope. It states that by uprooting the causes of suffering, we can achieve liberation, known as nirvana. The fourth noble truth, the path to the cessation of suffering is the Eightfold Path, magga. This truth outlines the practical steps we can take to cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline to reach enlightenment. The Eightfold Path is not a linear progression of steps, rather it is an interconnected set of principles that work together to guide us toward enlightenment. Right understanding. Cultivating a correct understanding of the Four Noble Truths and the nature of reality. Right thought. Developing thoughts that are free from greed, hatred, and delusion. Right speech. Engaging in truthful, kind, and beneficial speech. Right action. Acting in ways that are ethical, compassionate, and skillful. Right livelihood. Earning a living in a way that does not harm oneself or others. Right effort. Cultivating wholesome qualities and abandoning unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness. Paying attention to the present moment with an attitude of non-judgment. Right concentration. Developing focused attention and mental clarity through meditation. In addition to the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, Buddhism emphasizes three key concepts that are essential to understanding the nature of reality: karma, anatta, and anicca. Karma refers to the law of cause and effect. Every action, whether mental, verbal, or physical, produces a consequence. Positive actions create positive karma, while negative actions create negative karma. Karma shapes our experiences in this life and future lives. Anatta, or no self, challenges the notion of a permanent, unchanging self. Buddhism teaches that what we perceive as our self is merely a collection of constantly changing physical and mental states. Anicca, or impermanence, highlights the ever-changing nature of reality. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Nothing remains the same. Recognizing impermanence helps us to detach from clinging to fleeting pleasures and to embrace change with more ease. Section 6. Cultivating Peace. Meditation and Mindfulness. Meditation is an integral part of Buddhist practice. It's a method for training the mind to become more focused, calm, and clear. Through meditation, we can develop greater awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. There are many different types of meditation in Buddhism. Two of the most common are samatha vipassana. This type of meditation involves calming the mind through focused attention on the breath or other objects. It cultivates tranquility and insight into the nature of reality. Walking meditation. This practice involves paying attention to the sensations of walking, bringing awareness to each step and the movement of the body. It helps to develop mindfulness and concentration in daily activities. Section 7. Living ethically. The 5 precepts. Ethics play a vital role in Buddhist practice. The 5 precepts are guidelines for moral conduct that help individuals to live in a way that minimizes harm and promotes happiness and well-being for themselves and others. The 5 precepts are: to abstain from taking life, non-harming, respecting all forms of life, and refraining from causing harm to any living being; to abstain from taking what is not given, non-stealing, only taking what is freely offered and respecting the property of others; to abstain from sexual misconduct, engaging in sexual relationships that are consensual, respectful, and harmonious; to abstain from false speech, non-lying, speaking truthfully, kindly, and with integrity; to abstain from intoxicants that cloud the mind, non-intoxication, avoiding substances that impair judgment and lead to unwholesome actions. Section 8. Modern relevance: finding peace in a hectic world. In today's fast-paced and often chaotic world, Buddhism offers a path to inner peace, resilience, and compassion. Its teachings on mindfulness, stress reduction, and cultivating healthy relationships are particularly relevant in addressing the challenges of modern life. Mindfulness, a key aspect of Buddhist practice, has gained widespread popularity as a secular tool for managing stress, improving focus, and enhancing emotional regulation. By bringing awareness to the present moment without judgment, mindfulness helps individuals to develop a greater sense of peace and clarity amidst the busyness of daily life. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of social harmony and compassion. Its teachings on interconnectedness and loving kindness encourage individuals to cultivate a sense of responsibility for the well-being of others and to work towards creating a more just and compassionate world. Section 9. The enduring legacy of the Buddha's teachings. The Buddha's teachings have had a profound and enduring impact on human civilization for over 2,500 years. His message of compassion, wisdom, and liberation from suffering continues to resonate with people from all walks of life around the globe. Buddhism has inspired countless individuals to live more meaningful and ethical lives. It has fostered the development of art, architecture, literature, and philosophy throughout Asia and beyond. Its teachings on peace, non-violence, and social justice continue to inspire movements for positive change in the world. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the Buddha's teachings offer timeless wisdom and practical guidance for cultivating inner peace, fostering harmonious relationships, and creating a more just and compassionate world for all.